And hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we break down the biggest global and geopolitical stories shaking the world today. Imagine waking up at 6:30 a.m. in your college dorm, only to have federal agents burst in claiming they're looking for a missing person. And suddenly, you're in IC custody. And that's exactly what happened to a Columbia University student this week, but the plot twist. And a direct call from New York Mayor Zohran Mamdani to President Trump got her released hours later. This story isn't just about one student's ordeal. And it's a flashpoint in America's immigration crackdown under the Trump administration, highlighting tensions between federal power, local leaders, and elite universities. And buckle up as we dive deep into the raid, the rapid release, the clashing narratives, and what this means for U.S. policy in 2026. The shocking morning raid, and picture this: February 26, 2026, dawn breaks over Columbia University's bustling Morningside Heights campus in New York City. Aghayeva, or Ellie, and as her friends call her, a 29-year-old senior from Azerbaijan in the class of 2026, is getting ready for another day of classes at one of America's Ivy League powerhouses. And at around 6:30 a.m., there's a knock at her university-owned apartment door. According to her attorneys and Columbia's acting president, Claire Shipman, and DHS and ICE agents claimed they were searching for a missing person, or even a missing child, to gain entry. The building manager and her roommate let them in, and unaware it was an immigration sting, Aghayeva posted a desperate plea on Instagram: "DHS illegally arrested me, and please help." She was swiftly detained as an undocumented immigrant, her hands possibly zip-tied and taken away. Protests erupted on campus almost immediately, and with students chanting against what they saw as a deceptive raid on sovereign university grounds. DHS Strikes Back, visa revoked years ago. But hold on, and this wasn't some random victim. The Department of Homeland Security fired back with a statement, and Aghayeva's student visa was terminated all the way back in 2016 under the Obama administration for failing to attend classes. And she had no pending appeals or applications, making her, in their eyes, an illegal alien from Azerbaijan living openly on a student visa that expired long ago. And DH emphasized that entry was consensual via the building manager and roommate, no forced breach. This raid fits into President Trump's aggressive 2026 immigration push, and targeting visa overstays and undocumented individuals even in sanctuary-like environments like elite campuses. And critics, including immigration advocates, and screamed foul play, no proper warrant, false pretenses to enter, and a violation of privacy in a university dorm. And Columbia University blasted the misrepresentations by agents, launching an internal probe while demanding more details from feds. Enter the unlikely hero Mayor Mamdani, and fast forward to Washington, D.C. New York City Mayor Zohran Mamdani, the Democratic socialist who shocked the nation with his 2025 election win, and was there for an unrelated meeting with President Trump. This was their second sit-down since November. And, despite Trump's past barbs calling Mamdani a communist, he threatened deport. During the discussion, Mamdani raised Aghayeva's case and sharing his worries about the morning detention. He even handed White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles a list of 4 other students reportedly targeted by feds. And hours later, Mamdani posted on X: "Just got off the phone with President Trump. He has just informed me that she will be released imminently." Boom. Plot twist achieved, and by Thursday afternoon, Aghayeva was out of DHS custody, back home, and posting on Instagram, "I am safe and okay," and in complete shock from the experience. From raid to release in under 12 hours, all thanks to a mayor picking up the phone to the president. And bipartisan bridge or political theater. This Mamdani-Trump interaction is geopolitical gold. Trump, re-elected in 2024 and now deep into his second term, and has ramped up ICE operations nationwide, deporting thousands amid vows to secure borders. Yet here he is, granting a personal favor to a left-wing mayor he once trashed, and Mamdani's post paints it as a win for diplomacy, a socialist mayor bridging divides with the Republican powerhouse. But skeptics wonder, was this theater? And did Trump flex mercy to show control, or is it a sign of pragmatic deal-making in a divided America? Mamdani also pushed for those other 4 students, and hinting at broader interventions. Columbia's response amplified the drama, adding President Shipman messaged the community and confirming agents, misrepresentations, and vowing to protect students. No word yet on charges against Aghayeva or further DHS actions. The investigation rolls on, And in broader geopolitical ripples zoom out, this incident spotlights the Trump-era immigration machine. Since inauguration in January 2025, deportations have surged and targeting visa violators like Aghayeva, whose cases date to Obama-era lapses. Universities, often immigration havens, are now battlegrounds, and think sanctuary campuses clashing with federal might. Globally, it reverberates. Azerbaijan, Aghayeva's homeland, watches as U.S. policies snag its nationals. And for international students, over 1 million in the U.S., this is a wake-up visa compliance isn't optional, even at Columbia. Protests could spread, and echoing 2024 campus unrest, but now with ICE in the mix. Politically, it humanizes Trump amid hardline rhetoric. Mamdani emerges stronger, and proving even ideological foes can collaborate. But does this soften Trump's edge or just delay the inevitable? With midterms looming in 2026, expect more such flashpoints. And what happens next? Aghayeva's free for now. Will DHS refile? Colombia's could spark lawsuits over the missing person ruse. Mamdani, Trump 3-0 meeting. And watch for it. And those other students on his list, their fates could test this odd alliance. This story underscores America's immigration fault lines, and enforcement vs. humanity, feds vs. cities, Trump vs. the world. One student's raid became a national saga overnight. Final thoughts and CTA, what a whirlwind, and from dorm raid to presidential pardon in hours. Is this justice served or a symptom of deeper chaos? Drop your take in the comments, and Team IC enforcement or Team student rights. Smash like if you're hooked on these geopolitical breakdowns, subscribe for daily global news, and hit the bell. Next up, an escalating US-China tensions. Thanks for watching, stay informed, stay vigilant.